Hey, it's the 12th of February, and this is a forecast coming out. You're hitting another one. And I want to talk about, I read an article about cloud-based estate companies, which is totally cool. I'm all for it. But there's some serious issues for the buyers and sellers. I kind of want to go through some other financial stuff. Basically, they're talking about companies that were cloud-based. I won't mention the names. Essentially, all they are is just online companies, kind of like EXP. And there's some other companies, a bunch of other companies out there. But basically, what it is that they get a designated broker, the owners, and they got their funding, they got their cash. So they got a designated broker, and essentially they send them to all the states. Basically, they send them to all 48 continental states, or they send them to Alaska and Hawaii if they want to send them to the plebiscites, Saipan, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, whatever. And so what happens, they go take the test. Mortgage companies do this all the time. And so they send out the designated person out, take the test, boom, it's good to go. Now, thing is, I'm all for it because cost. A lot of the traditional offices are going away. And so right now it's 50-50 probably. Most people work out in their homes or another office they got going on. But the thing is this, the cloud-based, I'm all for it because technically that's just the way it goes. You got to, be on the edge, that kind of thing. And that's great. But the thing is that if you're in a big state, a lot of people, or let's say you're in a big metropolitan area and you're a buyer or seller, agents has problems and they're not experienced enough. Well, let's say they don't have an office anywhere, and let's say the designated broker for the state lives 8 hours away on the other side of the state in some small fence. I live in a small town, and basically you live in a big city, and that market's moving 100 miles an hour. Example, Seattle metropolitan area. That's Everett, Seattle, and Tacoma. Go down to Sacramento, the San Francisco area, which covers 9 counties. They do a 9-county report on the radio stations there, AM stations. Okay, you go down even to Fresno, Bakersfield, not as much. Los Angeles County, yeah, not so much in Riverside, Ventura, but Los Angeles County, Orange County. You go down to San Diego County. This stuff is fast. Some parts of Phoenix. So what I'm saying to you is, even Nevada, even North Las Vegas, the city of North Las Vegas. There's a lot of stuff moving, but you only go to the mountain areas because there's only so far you can push it. So, and that's why they're starting to go out towards Pahrump, 50 miles out. Things are starting out. So anyways, what I'm saying to you is that it's going to be hard for brokers to handle the issue. Also, too, if you don't have all your paperwork because everything is being put on a cloud, well, then you have issues too, because what if they do an audit? It's going to be hard. The states usually come in and crack audit. Well, there's no office there. That's another problem. But the thing is, a seller or a buyer, and that issues come up with the purchase and sale for the. What if they, like I said, they have a designated broker on the other side of the state, and they don't know what to do because they don't live in your moves. And you're an agent, and you've only been in 1, 2 years, 3 years. You don't know what's going on. You're doing a commercial deal, and you're purchasing. You're not purchasing, writing a purchase and sale agreement for your buyer. That's buying a $12 million 70-unit apartment building. Of course, it's all making this up, and all these issues come up that have to be dealt with, which are brokers in the United States, and all they did is the designated broker. They don't know anything. So these could be major issues. Having an office there, even if it's a small office and it's just an office, you go and you just do your paper, hand it in. At least there may be a designated broker there that can solve some of these issues if they know what the hell. So if you're a seller, the same issues with the payment, time constraints weren't followed, blah 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 blah, and a host of issues. Open the inspection times that are designated on the purchase and sale, things that have to be done, or there could be some issues, let's say, that come up with paying off the water and sewer bill. There may be issues after the close. You failed to not take your name off the thing, and they can't get a hold of you. Move to Florida somewhere to change your phone number and this and so there's all these up, and having a local office, at least one person there is good. But and if you're in a city area where the real estate minute, it's a different deal. So I'm all for the online brokers because it cuts profits are higher. I'm all for it. You can be 100% agent easier. They probably have 90-10 or 80-20 splits for cherries. People getting started or whatever, or someone that's coming back that's getting started. I'm all for it. I'd say be 100% agent. And their costs are lower too. These issues could come up for buyers and just a whole host of stuff, especially if you're a real estate agent too. Issues come up, and there can be major problems and legal taken. And I just see the real estate attorneys foaming at the mouth, and a lot of are moving really fast because I could see issues coming up by just tons of investor too. Same thing, working with person at XYZ company, they're an online company, blah blah blah. They're in 48 states, 50 states, whatever they have. Plebiscite, national company, everything's all online, but they only have the agent down here and da. And so it makes it tough to deal with anything or get anything done. So it's just where you have to kind of do the factoring issue as far as that goes. And so stuff up because I'm bringing this stuff up because you need to know this stuff. And it's just one of those things that you need to know. Sorry about that. Anyways, these are some of these things that you need to know because I don't want to see you guys get run into problems. Some of the big companies have had some issues with it, and I've read about some of the issues and legal problems and stuff like that. So, like I said, always get a good real estate attorney. If you need one, your investor, buyer, seller, you have a good real estate attorney or somebody to talk to if you need to. If you need your tax attorney, talk to them for whatever reason. But having a good real estate attorney is great. You're doing commercial, residential, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. Having a good experienced real estate agent, I don't care where they work with a while. They know residential, commercial. They know how to write up the contracts, which is the biggest thing. They know the area. That's why they work the commission. Also, they can get you stuff off markets you're not going to see. So these are things that I'm just bringing up just to think about. You can be successful in having a deal. It's just these things. Big article I just saw this morning and bring it up. I was going to talk about something else, but this has kind of become a thing now as more and more online and do their thing. I mean, I'm all for it because you want to cut costs and profits, but you got to think if you're buyer or seller, make sure that they're doing residential, commercial. So these are things to think about. So anyways, it's just a short broadcast. You guys have a good day. Any questions, go to nickforecast.com or go to my Facebook page at nickforecast. And